Okay, I'm back, and now that we now know how to measure the distance to a star, and we know how to measure its brightness, and we know how to measure its radius, and we know how to measure its temperature, and we also know how to measure a whole bunch of things by using its spectrum. We now do it with thousands of stars. So we have actually measured all of these different properties for thousands of different kinds of stars. So what have we found out? Well, we found out, for example, that the colors of stars vary between being red and blue. So there are some stars that are red in color, some stars are orange, some are yellow, some are white, and some are blue. Now, our star is actually white. Now, you might be saying, yeah, but it's yellow. Well, that's because we're looking at it through our atmosphere. So if you were in outer space and you were looking at the sun, don't look at the sun, but if you looked at the sun, it would actually be white in color. And our sun is actually very bright. It's a very bright star, but not as bright as you can get. So those are the different colors for stars. It's actually the same colors that you get when you turn up the electricity on your electric stove. At first you get a red, and then you get orange, and you start to get the yellow, and you definitely don't get white or blue, because by the time you get to that, your stove is turned into a puddle of molten iron on the floor. Okay, brightness, luminosity. So you can see that some stars are very, very dim, and other stars are very, very bright. And that's in comparison to our sun. So how much brighter are they than our sun, and how much dimmer are they than our sun? Okay, then we've got the temperature. Now this is the surface temperature, not the temperature of the inside of the star, which is in millions of Kelvin. But the surface temperature of stars varies between 2,000 and 40,000 Kelvin. And then notice that 6,000, that's the temperature of the surface of our sun. Then you've got the size of these objects, that they vary between 1/100th the size of the sun, which is about the size of the Earth. And they can get up to 1,000 times the size of our sun. And so there's a little video that I want you to watch on YouTube called Star Size Comparison, where they rank the sizes of these different objects, and they show you just how big they can get. So it's a very entertaining little video, and I encourage you to watch it. And then you got the mass. So some of these stars are very small, only 0.08 times the mass of our sun, 8% the size of our sun as far as the mass is concerned. But then some of them are very big. They go all the way up to roughly 30 times the mass of the sun. Well, wouldn't it be nice if there would be a chart that would have all of this information organized on it? And there is, and it's going to be called the Hertzsprung-Russell diagram, which I'm going to talk about in our next segment.